Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don. My name is Benjamin O, and today I'm going to take you on a fun little adventure based out of here in Northeast Harbor on Mount Desert Island. We're going to get away a little bit from the park, and we're going to get on the water. That's right, I'm going to take you out to the Cranberry Islands. But before we do that, we got to fuel up, so let's go get something to eat. Okay guys, when you come to Northeast Harbor and you want some breakfast real quick, come to a place called Milk and Honey. It's been a staple in Northeast Harbor for quite a while, at least ever since I've been up here in 6 years, and I know it's been around a little bit longer than that. But it's this cute little kind of like back alley. It's right next to Lesio Gallery, so you have like a nice art gallery that you can actually go check out before or after while you're waiting for your food or after you're done. But it's really, really nice. It's one of the best spots for just like a quick breakfast. They do a lot of their own homemade pastries and stuff. Like I got myself a vanilla donut right here, which looks absolutely fantastic. Let's actually give it a bite. Nice and sweet, but it's not overly so. They don't do too much icing. Sometimes donut places do way too much icing. It's just perfect amount. Got that sweet, but almost like vanilla bean flavor. Fantastic. They make their own biscuits. I love me, you know, being a man from Texas, I love me some buttermilk biscuits. So I'm gonna try just a little piece of that biscuit real there. Really flaky, real there. That's good too. Fantastic. Oh, and they also make all their own homemade lemonades and teas. I got myself a rhubarb lemonade. And cheers to you guys. Ooh, that makes you pucker. That's a good lemonade. Like, if lemonade makes you pucker, it's really good. And then, of course, the piece de resistance is they do quiches here. And I got myself, I'm trying to be a little healthier, so I got myself a nice Swiss char quiche. So, down the hatch to your health and my health. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Healthy's kind of a way to go. It's not bacon, but that's actually a really good quiche. By the way, if you are waiting for a boat, because there are specific time slots for when the boats take off, and you're in Northeast Harbor, just come up to the downtown area where Milk and Honey is, and check out all the shops. There's a lot of like art galleries here, just kind of like, you know, souvenir shops, but they're not like Bar Harbor. There's a little bit more, I guess you could say, class to them. It's really nice though. It's just a great little spot. I love Northeast Harbor. It's much, much quieter and much more calm than like the raucous of Bar Harbor. But yeah, Northeast Harbor for sure. Okay, so when you want to go to the Cranberry Islands, which is, of course, the Great Cranberry and Little Cranberry Island, what you have to do is come down to the visitor center here in the marina, and you go to the middle window. It's passenger ferry. That is what will give you the Beal and Bunker. So that is, they're considered the mail boat. It's like the locals boat, basically. So you get your ticket for that. It's $30 for a round trip during the summertime, and it has all the different timetables of when it leaves here, when they leave Isleford for Cranberry, Cranberry for Isleford, and then Isleford back to Northeast, or Cranberry back to Northeast. So it just kind of depends on how you want to do it. You can do it in several different ways, but when you go from Northeast, you go directly to Great Cranberry, and then you can go to Little Cranberry, and then you just kind of go how it is. So what we're going to do is we're waiting for the boat. We're going to get on the boat, and then we're going to go out to Great Cranberry, check it around, look around for a little while, and then head to to Isleford Dock and Little Cranberry, and then come back. So, but anyway, let's get onto the boat. right, so we made it to our first stop at Great Cranberry Island. This is the bigger of the two islands. Obviously, you have Great Cranberry, Little Cranberry. It's in the name. But anyway, the one reason I do recommend taking the Beal and Bunker, the mailboat, is because a lot of times you'll run into the locals that live on the island and they do their shopping and they bring it back onto the mailboat and they come across. So a lot of times you can kind of get like little fun tidbits from the locals and whatnot. Plus, you occasionally run into the local dogs like we did down there. It was awesome. So, all right, we're gonna go explore Great Cranberry and see what we can find. It's been years since I've been on this island, so I've totally kind of forgotten a lot of this stuff. And then we'll head over to Little Cranberry. But anyway, enjoy Great Cranberry. So when you get off the boat, one of the first places that you'll come up on is the Great Cranberry General Store. And it's just a nice little spot to grab a snack or something like that. They actually have homemade chocolate chip cookies. Like, I went up to the counter and I saw these, you can just smell them. It's just like, oh, you know, that smell of freshly baked. Oh, so let's give it a try. Oh, it's so soft. And chocolate's gooey. That is a damn good cookie. But yeah, it's a general store for the island in itself. But it'll have snacks, things that you need for a picnic or whatnot while you're on the island. But yeah, oh, just come for the cookie. Oh. So behind me here is the Cranberry House, and this is kind of like the center of the island. It's got a historical museum, which goes over just some of the history of the island, some, you know, fun little artifacts in there. And then, of course, it's got a little cafe where I got myself a strawberry vanilla milkshake. That's really good. But it's just a really kind of like nice central point where you can continue on towards the coves on the far side of the island, or you do have a few other trails around here that come across into like Preble Cove and Whistler's Cove as well. So we're gonna go hit up Preble Cove, check it out. I'm on a time crunch, so I won't be able to explore the entire island, but I do highly recommend coming out to Great Cranberry and give yourself more time than I did. Nothing like a nice good milkshake and Preble Cove to keep you company. So this tall tree right behind me, I missed her coming in, but I think that might be an eagle's nest. I'm not too sure whether it's eagles or a hawk. We do have quite a few eagles up in this area, and they have been seen on the island. But like I barely caught a glimpse of like her back tail as she was at the edge of the nest, and I heard like when she landed, I heard all the kind of like chirping, like a lot of little baby chirps. So I think I might have found an eagle's nest. It's freaking awesome. Oh, like occasionally I'll see, but not pop their heads up yet or not. But yeah, some of the cool stuff that you can find on the Cranberry Islands. So one tip I do want to give you guys, when you're here on Great Cranberry, when you first get here, if you want to get to the other side of the island, because it's about 2 miles to get to the opposite end, because it is the bigger island, and you don't have a whole lot of time, there's a few locals that will have golf carts parked on the docks or just right off the docks, and they have free shuttles, like golf cart shuttles, that will take you to a couple different points along the island. It is free shuttle, but you know, they are doing the work for the day, so if you can, make sure that you tip them well for their time. But yeah, if it's, you know, if you want to get somewhere quickly, that's the way to do it. It's actually kind of cool to watch them, you know, how life on the island kind of works, and how they sort of just kind of like unload these boats that ferry not just people, but everything that these people need, the packages, the groceries, stuff like that. It's all delivered, and then, you know, the island residents just come around and pick it up, and it's all kind of like this nice, fun, real quick community thing. It's actually really cool. All right, so we're on the second of the Cranberry Islands. This is Little Cranberry Island, and particularly Isleford Dock. This is a very well-known spot. It has, of course, the Isleford Dock restaurant, which is an absolutely fantastic restaurant to come to, particularly if you book a nighttime, like 9 p.m. dinner boat to come get you to take you back. It's a great place to come over here about like 5, 6, and honestly, this is a great place for a sunset for dinner. It's amazing. But it's a great little island. This is about half, if even less than that, the size of Great Cranberry, just in land-wise. So it's a lot easier to get across in the amount of time that you get. But what's interesting, there's actually more activity here because while Great Cranberry is like 300 during the summer population and 40 during year-round, Little Cranberry actually has a larger year-round population at 65. And they usually house about 200 people during the summer. And given the landmass, it's much more compact. So, but it's a fun little island. Just come out here, you get these gorgeous freaking views of the bay. It's just absolutely amazing. Since the Isleford Dock, I shoot only on Sundays and Mondays because those are my days off on the island this year. And unfortunately, Isleford Dock is not open on Mondays. I don't know if that's every season or if just this season, but they are not open. And unfortunately, we got here a little late here for the shops, but I do highly recommend the shops here on Isleford Dock. You got a pottery shop, you got a nice gallery, winter's work, like sea glass and all that stuff. And you can find sea glass if you go out onto the coast and just kind of like look around. You can find a lot of great stuff out here. But anyway, yeah, enjoy Little Cranberry. So one cool spot to come is this place called the Storyteller Pavilion. First and foremost, it's just got this nice little garden of flowers, absolutely fantastic. But inside is an art gallery that showcases a little bit of the history of the island, and also one of the islanders' artists who makes paper mache puppets. It's kind of cool. Like I was in there a few years ago, back in 2018 was the last time I was here. But again, they're closed by now. It's after 4 p.m. So get here early, but it is a really kind of cool just spot to, and it's kind of hidden in the back area of Isleford. But anyway, yeah, Storyteller Pavilion, mark that. So one thing I do want to put out there when you guys do come here to Great Cranberry, Little Cranberry, just remember that the islands and, you know, the community that's around there, this is all private. You know, they expect and accept a certain amount of like people to come as tourists and just checking out the islands and things like that. And they accept that. It's just make sure that you stay on the roads, on the paths, in like the stores and stuff that are open to the public, that they allow to be open to the public, because this is all private land. So do be careful and don't step onto private land, obviously without any permission whatsoever, even as beautiful as some of the places may be. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there and to make sure that we all respect the islanders here on Great Cranberry and Little Cranberry. All right, and so this rocky beach behind me is Gillies Beach, and this is kind of like the opposite end of Isleford Dock here on Little Cranberry, and this opens up into the Atlantic. So it's a great little spot. It's maybe about 15-20 minute walk if you're hoofing, 15 definitely, to get over here, just right down the just the generic road that runs through the island, and you're here. Got some great beach views, absolutely fantastic. And it looks like the Coast Guard station is over there. That's Bar Point. That's like the furthest point on the island away from the Isleford Dock. So let's see if we can make our way over that way a little bit and get some better shots, and then head back. All right, one more ride back to Northeast Harbor. And back on dry land here back in Northeast Harbor. I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. I mean, it's a great kind of like full day out, particularly if you take the earlier boats and you can explore both the Cranberry Islands a little bit more. Do it, of course, on a day, either on a Sunday early to go to Isleford from 10 to 12 when they do brunch, or go there for dinner. I think they start opening up for happy hour around like 3 or 4 maybe. I would double check with their website. It's been a while since I've been out there to eat, but it's a great spot. Like I said, one of the best sunsets is at the restaurant there on Isleford Dock. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this trip to the Cranberry Islands. It's a great kind of thing to do here on MDI, and of course out of Northeast Harbor. And definitely check out Northeast Harbor when you're here too. It's just a quaint, beautiful little town. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed everything. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and just let me know down in the comments what you liked about the video. And if you've been to the Cranberry Islands, what are your experiences? Just let me know. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next adventure. Peace out.